What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I am a musician, a guitar player that listens to video game music and reacts to it for the first time. This is going to be a platinum support on Patreon request from Justin. This is a new game I've never heard of, first time on this channel. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Agarest, Generations of War. The song is called King of Terrors. No idea. I have no clue what this is, but in my experience, I've been doing this a long time now, the most unknown games seem to have some of the best songs ever. So I try not to have any hopes. It is blind, but I don't know. Something about it that just tells me that I'm just hoping it's just like blows my mind. Anywho, King of Terrors. So far, so good. Power chords. Yes! Oh, that sounds so 80s thrash. Ooh. Yo, the pinch harmonics? That. I'll explain that later. Oh, I would love to see gameplay with this. This is metal as fudge. Oh, this synth sounds great too. This sounds kind of older. Is this an old game? Very rhythmical song. I think this is the loop. Nope. Ooh. Guitar to keyboard solo. Back to the guitar. Back to keyboard. Someone here likes Dream Theater and Totem Bodom. Oh, they're just dueling. No, I think that was the end of the solo. I don't know why. I just love when recording artists do that. 'Cause that's every studio session there. That's anyone who's ever recorded anything. That's what it sounds like. You know, it just gets mixed off later or deleted or something like that. But that's what every thing sounds like at the end of recording. Unplugs and switches and people going like, ugh. Okay. Well, I was right. The unknown games come through yet again. I don't know what it is. Maybe they feel like they have to make something stand out so they can get noticed. Who knows what it is? Or maybe they just don't have as many limitations and time crunches, and they can just who knows what it is. I don't know. But it just kind of goes hand in hand that underrated games and amazing soundtracks are just like this, right? One of my favorite soundtracks of all time, like ever, is an underrated game, and I've mentioned them many times in Bloody Roar 2, which you'd probably like if you listen to this. But right out of the way, let me get what this reminded me of, which I mentioned many times because it's one of my favorite bands, and that's Children of Bodom. If you are into everything here, which is like galloped electric guitars, solos, keyboard and guitar swapping solos, and Children of Bodom is right there. And you should listen to the song called Angels Don't Kill, or anything off their first 3 albums. Same with Dream Theater. Dream Theater does it a lot too. Wow. King of Terrors has to be a boss or something. Had a little bit of that boss flair to it. Agarest Generations of War. Man, even the name is kind of brutal. And I wonder if it's all like this, if it's just all like a metal fest, because sign me up. Now, of course, I listen to many things, but I do have a soft spot for metal, and how can you blame me? It's just super energetic and it's cool. It's badass. I'm a guitar player, so it's like, I relate to it, and the dual solos were so cool, and that doesn't happen often in music in general, let alone in a video game. So I actually wonder who they got to compose this, or if they just hired like a band. Who knows? Speaking of which, the whole song had a bit of a driving rhythm. There was a lot of emphasis on rhythm in this song, even though there was a lot of shredding notes and all that. But a lot of it was just the gallop, like boom, 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 boom. The rhythm guitar was doing that the whole time, pretty much. Galloped picking and that kind of thing, and the drums were just kind of simple, but just kind of carrying it, like just riding the beat. And the only other thing that kind of like stood out was the fact that the guitar player was clearly just having fun. Like, a lot of it seemed improvised. The solo seemed kind of improvised, especially it sounded kind of sloppy, but like a good way. Like they were just jamming out with like a wah pedal and using the whammy bar and just kind of going crazy. The ending, of course, where it's just like, But also, there was a lot of... I feel like the producer was just like, hey, man, here you go. Here's a couple takes, do whatever you want. And that's why there's so many, like, pinch harmonics in it. Pinch harmonics are the that, like, kind of higher noise you hear out of the guitar. It's like... all that is like when you're holding a pick, right? When you're holding a pick, it's the pick is hitting the string, but when you do a pinch harmonic, it's the pick immediately followed by this part of your thumb. So it's like a very like lightning fast 2 sequence thing. It's pick thumb, so it's like, like your skin is kind of like it kind of mutes it for a second, but it like brushes off the string, creating a harmonic. I know it sounds really boring, but it's just basically how that happens. But it's kind of associated with metal. And that was really cool, and there was a lot of them here, and they were kind of all over the place. They weren't like, I don't know. It just seemed like this was just like a really raw, have fun song with attitude. The rest of the song seemed very constructed because it was so simple, and even the keyboard part sounded pretty like constructed, but the guitar seemed very like out of control, and just at least the lead parts, the rhythm was tight. The gallops were tight, but everything else sounded like Yeah, have fun. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Do as many takes as you want for the next couple hours. We'll be back. We're eating lunch. You know, that type of thing. That's coming from someone who's recorded before, and that's what it's like. So, really cool. I have no idea what Agarest, Generations of War is. I've never seen work of it. The girl looks like Elisa from Tekken. Guy has a sword. You know, I have no idea what this is. I don't know if there's a sequel or if this is an ongoing series, but cool. Very cool. And I'm a fan. Hey man, if you make me headbang and pull out the electric guitar here and there and do some cool swapping of solos, you're gonna catch my attention regardless. So very cool. Thank you, Justin, for that. If you want to do the same thing, you can request to me on PayPal or Patreon. Either are okay, but they're not necessary. But they do guarantee that I will check out your song if you don't mind waiting. And if you do not want to wait, you can do what Justin here did and became a Platinum Support member, which will expedite your request to the top, and yeah, as well as your backlog as well. A big shout out to the rest of the Platinum supporters, Fly, Justin, Orange, and Roguemog, as well as all the other Patreon supporters, and you as well, the viewers. Let me know more about this game community. I'm sure someone out there, my channel grows more and more, so I'm reaching out all to these audiences that probably would never heard of before. So if you played this game, please do not hesitate to tell me about it and your experience with it. And that's what the whole channel's about. It's about every song, every game. Doesn't matter if it's popular or not. It's just whatever the people request. So until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse. I will see you in the next one.